Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm out on Lake Murray today. It's my first day out here ever, and I wanted to make a video about rattles. I've came out here, fished around for probably half a day now or so, but I still had some of my baits tied on from Lake Seminole, and I was fishing around for a little bit, and on the live scope saw something pretty typical on lakes like this. Had to switch some stuff around so that I could start catching some fish, and I caught some earlier, but it definitely helps catch them a little bit better, and that's using your rattles appropriately for water clarity. So rattles definitely are not a natural sound for a fish. There's commotion and things that happen in the water, but in scenarios I feel like this, from what I've seen on live scope, because live scope is definitely one of the things that can train you really quickly on things that turn a fish off, or things that things that will help a fish close in on a bait quickly. And out here, water clarity in a lot of spots is, definitely over 5 feet out here on the main lake, and you can see these fish. Sure, the rattle gets their attention when the water's that clear, but when they close in on it, you can tell they start to hear that rattle, and they start to slow down, and then they'll get into where they just look at it and it doesn't make sense to them. But then if you switch to a bait that is just natural and they're strictly just feeding on eyesight, because no matter what, even a bait without a rattle in it is still going to make a little bit of noise, but those loud rattles kind of slow them down a little bit. You'll see when there's no noise and they're just strictly feeding off of the sight from when they see it, there's nothing, I guess, to turn around as much, and definitely in these lakes like this, the blueback lakes and things like that, they want something that's moving quickly. But generally, in the only time that I will use, say, rattles in like a jerk bait or something like that would be with water clarity probably 3 feet or less. You really want to call them to it, and then those are the fish that you'll see specifically when you're fishing with live scope. Like I said, it will train you on what's actually happening under there, and those fish will get inside of the bait in that dirtier water where the rattle's just calling them into it, and then they'll just attack it, because they're at that point they're just looking for it, and then they're finally feeding on sight. But even those fish in that dirty water, if they see it move and and they make the connection that is what was making that one singular bait was making the rattling noise, it seems like the same thing will happen. You'll see them slow down. Now there are some aggressive fish that will do that, and I think it's just strictly they're a little stupid, and they're just in the moment feeding, and they close in on it and kill it, not even thinking about that the rattle doesn't make any sense. The one thing that I feel like does change a little bit with the whole rattling with water clarity is that it seems like top water gets a little bit of a buy on some of the fish acting weird around it. I don't know why that is, other than I think that there's just a lot of top waters, or you're moving it, there's a lot of water commotion and things, and so maybe they're not as keyed in on the sound that's coming from it. But definitely jerk baits, crank baits, really like any kind of like hard swim bait, things like that, I don't want any kind of rattle in them, because the fish just definitely seem like they get turned off to it. But out here today, I'm mainly catching them on little sonar minnow again. That's always a really good thing to catch them on lakes like this. I've been using the Seabull, which I haven't caught any on it. I've had a lot close in on it and not finish. Now I caught a couple on top water and stuff out here, but I think it's going to be fun down here in South Carolina. Stay tuned. I might have some videos out on this lake eventually. I completely forgot my GoPro today, so I'm not going to have any videos from today. But anyway, stay tuned. Look for videos showing up on the channel here. Should be able to start posting a few more fishing videos and stuff, because I'm finally settled down in my new area and getting to go out and fish some more. So the other day too, well, I won't spoil anything. Anyway, subscribe to the channel, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.